Rain or shine, it's here to make you laugh. It's the Steamboat Comedy Podcast. It's the Steamboat Comedy Podcast. And now your host, Kyle Ruff.
We're in and we're lofted.
We are fucking rolling.
Kenny Lofted.
Kenny, call me Kenny Lofton.
Is he a baseball player
Kenny Lofton?
or football?
Who is Kenny Lofton? I
say
thought
baseball.
was. Yeah, I think you're right. I was thinking Kenny Loggins for a second.
Kenny Loggins.
Gotta get footloose.
Get loose.
And we're kicking off our Sunday shoes
Yeah, we
here
are.
on the Steamboat Comedy Podcast, everybody.
And we're back and we're casting.
We're back and we're casting,
on
baby.
the internet.
And I am your host, yet again, Kyle Ruff, as you know, joined by my co-host, the Marathon Man himself, Mr. Matthew Newland.
Check it out. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for joining
Thanks
us.
for stopping by.
Thanks for stopping
It's always
by.
a pleasure. We always enjoy your company.
Mhm. Matt's hurting a little bit.
I am.
What'd you do? You fell down the stairs? What
Yeah,
happened? Or no, you were just borking too hard. That's what it was.
Yep. Too much falling down the stairs and borking.
And borking.
In
Sometimes
no
the same-
particular order, buddy.
An order that might surprise you.
Yeah. No, I ran very, very long ways.
Yes, you ran 100 miles.
103.
Is it really
For the
103?
lane man. Yeah.
What's the other extra 3? Just seems kind of gratuitous.
Yeah, it's kind of bullshit.
It's kind of fucked up.
I was thinking about that a lot during the race.
Did they tell you there was 103 ahead of time, or they're like, surprise, we added 3 miles?
No, they're like, you can't really map out 100 miles exactly.
I'm sure there's a way.
Yeah, you would think.
I mean, they make up the course,
It's insane.
you know?
Yeah, that's what I thought a lot. And whoever directs it or comes up with the course has not done it all at once because it's fucking bullshit.
It's
Dude,
how many feet elevation gain was it?
20,000 elevation gain.
20,000.
And then you lose 20,000 in no particular order.
In no particular. If you want to Google and find out exactly what a fucking psychopath Matthew Newland is,
Yeah, that's right.
look up the Run Rabbit Run ultramarathon.
The 100, not the 50.
Yeah, 50.
Not the 50 miler. Anyone can run 50 miles.
Yeah, right.
Dude.
We were standing at the finish line waiting for you to come in. And we were trying to figure where you're at, and like the 50 milers were coming in too.
Just sprinting.
Yeah, it was wild, like how much and what better spirits the 50 milers were than the 100 milers. Like you could tell instantly from all of them. Just like, well, that guy's got a smile on his face. That's a 50 miler.
Yeah,
You
for
know?
sure.
This guy looks like he's about to die.
He's on the brink of death.
He is literally, seeing the light. He's about to enter the kingdom of God.
Yeah. No, there's like hallucinations and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was up for 34 hours straight moving.
Yes. Not just
Like-
up, just being awake for 34 hours straight is hard enough.
Yeah.
But-
That actually, I didn't feel like I was tired though. But I knew that was like a mental factor of like just being up.
Yeah.
The hallucinations, I did have like 2 like repetitive like hallucinations though.
Really?
Yeah, because at night, like I had my headlamp on.
Yeah.
Because it's fucking nighttime, you can't see, so you have to wear a headlamp when you're going through the trails.
Yeah.
And then the daytime came, but I would keep thinking that my headlamp was on, so I would like go up to turn it off.
Yeah.
But it was sunlight and it wasn't on.
You just got tunnel
But
vision.
just my mind was like, oh, turn your headlamp off, and it was already off, and I was like, what the fuck
Jesus.
is going? And then I would like, I would just like see. I thought I would see like a person, and I would walk up. I'd be like, why is that guy just fucking standing there? But it was just like a rock or a log or
Like
a tree stump.
Yeah.
And just as soon as I got closer, I was like, oh, that's just there. That's not a person. It was pretty fucking nuts.
That's why I mean when you rolled in, we were sitting there at the end. You're like, I feel like I'm on mushrooms. And
yeah,
you were,
I kept
you were
saying
looking around all wide-eyed at everybody and shit too. I was like, this guy's going through it right now.
Yeah, I did, because I literally felt like I was on mushrooms.
Yeah.
My parents were there, children were around. I was like, I feel like I'm hallucinating on psychedelic mushrooms, because I do those.
Meanwhile, I was just drunk
Yeah,
'Cause-
drunk
yeah.
and good spirits.
because I got shout out to a friend of the show, Cousin Curtis, who does the brilliant theme song you heard.
You
at
just
the
heard him.
beginning of this and the end. He was headlining the October West Beer Fest celebration, which like I didn't even, when he was like, oh, like he just goes, I got you a ticket for Saturday. And I was like, what's going on Saturday?
Yeah.
And he was like, we're doing this October West thing. And I was like, oh, cool. And I kind of didn't even like realize that it was like what it was. like just a bunch of beer tents.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, and all of a sudden I was like, oh shit, I'm getting drunk today.
This
at
is
like
hilarious.
noon.
This is a blast.
This is so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome. And then and it was like right when the race was ending.
Yeah.
So we're all stumbling over there. Me and Kaylin and Jared and
all
the
my
whole
crew.
gang, the crew.
My whole crew.
We're just over there, just drunk as fuck.
Dude. I'm like crying. My feet are wide open.
We're like, oh my god, he did it, man! It's crazy.
You're the man. I was like, I'm fucking.
With our dumb signs and shit.
Yeah, that was the best though, dude.
We had the signs. I'm gonna make an Instagram post soon if you guys want to check it out. But
They had some great, hilarious signs.
mm-hmm.
It's true. Like the support crew is the volunteers that work it, and you gotta have a support crew, or you're not gonna fucking do it.
Oh yeah, dude.
You won't.
It takes a village to
If
run a race.
You're just
they
like
say.
one person, like being like, all right, I'm gonna do this, and I don't have any family or friends here. You're not gonna fucking
You're
make
so
it.
fucked.
You're
yeah.
done. You're dropping out at mile 40.
A lot of people dropped out too.
Yeah.
A lot of people. Someone that.
Well, a lot of people aren't willing to die out there.
yeah, right. Not ready to lay it all on the line.
I was ready to die with my shoes on.
You were ready to
dude.
die for that belt buckle.
I was, dude. I had fucking purpose out there,
You
dude.
got a belt buckle and a mug, so it was all worth it.
No, I'm just back here podcasting, dude. I was somebody out there, dude.
For a moment in time,
We were
I was a
free,
god.
and I was all that mattered.
Yeah, it was. I mean, and I was just getting drunk all weekend.
Yeah, that's important too.
It was pretty funny. I mean, well, we got a friend in town and stuff, and we were going out, and yeah, it was Friday night. I was riding my bike home at night from the bar,
Yeah.
all tuned up, and I almost hit a bear. Actually,
Oh yeah, sick.
a
Hell
fucking
yeah.
black bear ran across the road just down the street from here, like right when you turn off to go on Hilltop.
Yeah. Dan was telling me there was it was big.
It was pretty big.
Yeah,
It wasn't. It didn't seem like it was fully grown, but it was like a big adolescent bear. And
Yeah.
as I probably missed it by like 10 feet. It just ran right in front of me. I was like, oh, hello. That would have been a rough way to die.
You rung your bell at him.
Yeah, I was like, ding, ding. Please, sir, Mr. Bear.
Out of the way, you.
Out of the way, sir.
Go away, shoot.
Yes. And yeah, and like after that, I got home and I was like, oh, Matt doesn't run into a bear.
I didn't, dude.
That would suck
I didn't
more.
see like any wildlife. I saw
No
like, a
wildlife?
couple rodents and some mice.
Because there's been a shitload. I mean, those moose, we've had moose in
Yeah.
our front yard like, what, 2 or 3 times?
I see way more fucking animals down here in town than I ever do out on the trails.
Yeah, it's wild.
Every time.
That's because there's no trash to eat out on the
Yeah,
trails.
100%. dude.
Significantly less
Yeah,
trash.
I didn't see shit out there.
Yeah, that's kind of. I mean, that's good.
Yeah, that's
obviously,
awesome.
run into a moose at like mile 87. That's-
Take me.
Yeah, just be like, just stomp me out,
Just take me as I am.
dude. Just lay down. And
Present myself to you, Mr. Moose. Be gentle with me.
be gentle. Just go for the head, please.
Take my neck first. It's where I'm most sensitive.
Yeah, it's wild. I mean, there's been a bunch of shit. I was a little concerned. I was also at the very end. We were like going through the pace, and there was one guy who had finished like 15 minutes. Like the last check-in, we used 15 minutes ahead of you because we were keeping track on like the internet or whatever.
Yeah.
And like 15 minutes went by after that, and I was like, oh god, if Matt dies at like
Yeah.
mile 95,
I almost did.
I'm gonna be
bro.
so fucking bummed.
Yeah, because I was telling you, I got fucking blisters at like mile 50.
Oh, they're gnarly. They're gross.
Oh, they're so bad. I'm not going to be able to work.
Can you show them to the camera? I guess if anyone's
Maybe this
watching
one.
on that one, can you see it? Oh yeah, that's
That
the
one's
big
good.
one.
That wasn't even the one that gave me a problem.
Really?
The one's on my right foot. I got it wrapped up now.
Okay.
But I felt that form at like mile 50 or 60, and so I just had 40 miles of blister foot.
Oh god.
And then I got
blister foot.
yeah, dude. I got to the a lot of people dropped out because they got blisters. I was willing to die out there, dude.
I need that belt
I was
buckle.
willing to die. It wasn't about a belt buckle. It was about doing something.
Just doing something, man.
Doing something.
Just being a fucking champion.
Just being an athlete.
Mm-hmm.
Just showing to myself that I can do whatever the fuck I put my mind to.
And then you even had the fortitude to engage in sexual intercourse when you were done too. And that's the most impressive thing.
hey, dude. I do it for the fans. I do it for the people. All right. But when I got to the top of the mountain with like 5 miles left, my blister was fucked up, and I had wrapped it at like mile 80.
Yeah.
So I got to the top, and I was like, fuck it. I've done this route 100 times fucking training.
Yeah.
I know I can breeze down this.
Sure.
I'm going to fucking run. So mile 96, I'm like, I'm fucking running. I'm getting this shit done. And about 200 yards after I started running, I just felt like the bandage on my blister like moving. And I was like, fuck, it's fucking loose. It's moving. I got to take this shit off. It's killing me. So I took my shoe off, and I looked at it, and it had just burst.
Oh, just shit everywhere.
Shit everywhere on my foot. And I didn't have, like, napkins or water or anything fucking, like, to clean it out. So I was like, that I, like, started to cry.
Did you really?
I'm at, like, mile 97. I'm fucking done.
And you can't quit at 97.
I can't quit at 97, and my foot just opened up, and I was like, motherfucker. So I just put my fucking sock back on and cried for about 30 minutes as I hobbled down the fucken mountain.
That's why you were about 30 minutes
That's why
behind.
I was fucking, that's why you guys were like, shit, something went wrong on his descent.
And it did.
And it went really wrong. And then I fucking did it.
I mean, what can you do? You just put it all back on. It just kept going.
Yeah, I just put my sock on and just hobbled.
Damn.
Like, grunted 6 miles out.
Yeah.
And then I went to the med tent right after.
Yep.
I was like, you guys can you please make sure my foot doesn't fall off?
Yeah. Well,
They're
you
like,
rolled up and we like got it, and you're like, I need to sit down and I need a beer, and I was like, everyone get the fuck out of the way. I like found a chair. I like ripped a chair away from some old guy, and I was like, fuck off.
Yeah. My parents were here. My dad had a shot of whiskey for me.
Yeah.
Like right when I crossed, I was like, let's fucking go, dude.
Let's fucking go.
That's like one of the things because I didn't drink or like smoke any weed for like a month.
Yeah.
Or a month and a half up to
Oh,
this.
you drank very little at least.
Very little. The only time I really drank was like the prep run, like the 30-miler I did.
Yeah.
I drank some beers during that because I was having a good time.
Yeah.
Or I had like a shot before a show or something.
Yeah.
And
But
then,
like even the last couple shows we did, you didn't take any
no,
shots.
yeah,
or
the most recent ones, I was like, nah, I'm not gonna fucking do it. I don't want any goddamn excuse. Like if I quit, it's gonna be because I'm a pussy. All right, it's not because I had some fucking drinks. But that's like I was so excited just to like be able to drink right now and smoke. And
just
like have a fucking cigarette if I want one, dude. That's sick as shit. Like we're taking shots and fucking watching football today.
Dude, Fat Boy Sunday, baby, in full
amazing.
effect.
I don't have any contributions that I need to make to society.
No, but let's cheers to that,
I did
buddy.
it. Cheers.
One more shot after the two we just
the
ripped
good
before
boys.
the pod.
Cheers, cheers. If you're thinking you can do 100 miles and you really put your mind to it, you probably can't. It's
you're not built like
super
me.
fucking hard, and it takes a lot. You got to be someone special to do it.
Oh, good to see you're still modest even after all that.
Mm-hmm.
God damn. Well, that was wild. And we also, last weekend, though, we wrapped up the summer series. Had a successful summer run.
We did. Another one.
Another one. Good shows to end it, too.
By the skin of our teeth.
Shout out to Peter Sears came out, and our boys, Garrett Nygren runs Pallet City Comedy. If you're in Denver, check that out. A lot of fun. He's the fucking man. And Joey Beatty, last minute addition, because he had a car, and apparently Garrett did it.
He was funny as fuck, though.
Yeah, he was a goofy kid. He was funny. Yeah, I liked him.
Too.
Oh, we had a lot of good time. Creamy good time with those boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, great times, dude. Very stoked that we had a good summer run.
I know.
I mean, this summer's been weird. We've
cream
talked
filled,
about it.
dude.
It was just absolutely the cream rises to the top, dude.
It always does.
Always does, dude.
That's our motto here.
Fucking Creamboat Springs, baby.
That's right, baby. Come for the jokes, stay for the cream.
Stay for the cream. You guys are like, what the fuck are you talking about? That's a little inside joke.
It's a little inside joke for the real listeners.
Yeah,
Not
that's
one person.
No.
Only if Garrett listens to this.
That's basically for Garrett,
Yeah.
Joey.
And he's not going to listen to it.
Yeah, he's not.
He's got to book shows and shit.
Because he's very busy.
He's very busy.
And we're going to try to get down. I was just talking with him about some dates. Try to get down to Denver.
Early October, hopefully.
Yeah. Early October. I got to go over some shit and look at some dates. But we will be down. We'll be in Breckenridge. Well, me and Kaylin will be in Breckenridge Friday, and then we're going to dip down into High Plains on Saturday and see some homies. See if we can weasel our way into a spot somewhere.
Sneak in there.
Fucking weasel it in.
Slip right in.
Why not? I'm stoked for that. It's going to be good. Our good buddy, friend of the show, multiple-time podcast guest, Mr. Pat Truer.
Patrick.
He's filming his first special on Friday.
Damn it.
The 22nd.
I wish I could go.
Yeah, I know, man. I'm kind of bummed that you can't, but it'll be fun. We're going to lay down. I'm excited to see because we're doing it at that same Broken Compass.
Yeah.
The second spot where we were at last time we
fuck
did this
yeah.
thing. But I was like, is it the same setup? He's like, no, I'm bringing in a stage and lights and all this shit. So
if I know Pat, he's going to put on quite a production.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We all know Pat. I'm very, because we've seen his jokes for like years. I'm kind of excited to see what makes the special.
How
we haven't seen him.
them.
I mean, that was the last time we saw him. That was last summer, right?
Yeah, probably a little less than a year ago, I
Yeah.
would think.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's going to be fucking sweet. Very stoked for that. Got some big shit coming down the pipes. We got some big plans in the works.
Oh yeah.
I don't want
Not
to
gonna dabble any.
give anything away, but we got some
One
big
day we
shit.
will. This will be a glorious podcast.
There will be a glorious
We'll
podcast.
release some huge fucking news.
Edge. What else do I want to talk about? I wrote down some dumb things. Fucking. No, do I want to talk about that bitch? No, it's not even worth it.
No.
There's some small town drama. I never thought that starting a comedy thing here in this little town would cause so much fucking drama.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
anything in a small town will.
Yeah, well, it's also just the.
We could have started a fucking bowling club, and there would be.
And there'd be
drama.
some fucking
Yeah.
drama. Yeah,
And we should. We really should do a bowling club.
Actually, we should
'cause
do a
I
bowling
need to
club.
get back on the lanes.
That's true. We did a couple years back. We did Steamboat Comedy had a team for a bowling benefit thing.
Yeah.
It was like a restaurant industry thing, and I was just like, I'll put in a Steamboat Comedy thing.
Yeah. We gotta get it back. We gotta get it going more.
Yeah, man. Fuck it. I used to work at a bowling alley. I told you that, right?
No.
No,
Not
I
in
was.
town, right?
No, this is in Marquette, Michigan.
Could they smoke inside?
No,
No.
no, I just missed
When
it.
you were a kid, could they? Did you ever go to a bowling alley when you were a kid and they were smoking cigs and shit?
I think so. Yeah.
Back at Westies, back in Boise.
Yeah.
We'd always go bowling there and people just. That's why I like the smell of cigarettes.
Really?
Yeah, because
It reminds you of bowling.
Yeah, dude. Because it's like the fucking Wild West, dude. You can't
Yeah.
smoke inside. And that was the first place I went into, and just people are on a Tuesday afternoon
Just hacking
chain
darts.
smoking
Yeah.
darts and tossing pins.
Just being athletes.
It was the best. Real true athletes.
Oh man, yeah. I when I was growing up in Ohio, you could smoke inside, and when I was in like early high school, they started like changing these laws, and then they made it so you had to have like designated smoking sections or whatever, like where they had like a glass. There's one restaurant, Frickers. Shout out to Frickers in Ohio.
Friend of the show.
Friend of the show, Frickers. Use promo code Steamboat Comedy, get 10% off your wings at Frickers
At Frickers.
in Bowling Green, Ohio.
Everything good, Frickers.
Everything good. Frickers. What a stupid name. The more I got older, I was like,
it.
why is it called Frickers? But we would always go there
If it's not
after
Frickers,
football games.
it's not for you.
Frickers, then. It ain't quality. But when I played like JV football, freshman through junior year, we had the
Hell
best.
yeah.
I don't know if I ever told you a story that like we had the best JV team ever. Because it was all of like, we had this like senior class above us that were all like 4-year starters. And so when we were juniors, it was just like all of us were on JV.
Yeah.
We just beat the shit out of everybody.
Fuck yeah.
It was like we let up like I think 17 or 14 points the entire season.
Yeah, that's
Just
right.
blowing nerds out.
I
It
love
was so awesome. And we'd always go to Frickers afterwards. And they,
of course you would.
yeah, as you
As
do.
you do.
And they,
After a hard fought game on the gridiron.
on the gridiron, I need some wings at Frickers.
Let's go to Frickers, boys.
And they built though, because like there was a new law. It was like you can only have like smoking if you do it in like a glass cage. Basically,
Yeah.
and so they
Well,
built.
spray you with a hose.
Yeah, right. They just let wild animals out in there to beat, fucking chew on your ankles, and that's what it was. It was like a glass case in the corner of the room, and that's where they put the fucking dirty smokers at. In Frickers, you had to sit in your fucking cage.
Just go in there with a Game Boy. Dude. That's all they have in there.
Yeah,
The Game Boy and a blanket.
a Game Boy and a blanket, and just 20 packets of cigarettes. You just chain smoke it, and play
That would
Pokemon.
be so awesome.
That actually sounds like a good time. Not
If
gonna
they
lie.
had that at the bars here, I would go in there and smoke.
Just fucking
Just to
smoke
get a
cigarettes.
fucking breeze, dude.
Just yeah, I went a couple times. I was on the road with Robbie. Well, I do in Vegas.
When I met you, you smoked way more cigarettes than you do now.
I know. I actually smoked one last night, and it was the first time I smoked one in a long time. I smoked one with Curtis. I was like, "You're a professional singer. You smoke cigarettes?" He's like, "Yeah, sometimes." And I was like, "Fuck it, I'll smoke a cigarette."
Yeah, I don't need to sing for anyone.
Yeah, right.
I can afford one.
And then this morning I was like, and I was like, "Why am I coughing?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, smoked a cigarette like
Fart
an
down
asshole."
grit.
Yeah, dude. Fart down grit.
How'd it feel?
All right, it was fun.
Yeah.
It was the girl that was running his merch table, and me and Curtis sat on like their porch. That's such a nice condo that they put him up in. I don't know if it was the mountain or who exactly was the one paying him to be here, but it was a fucking really nice condo.
Probably strings or some shit, right?
Maybe.
Could have been something like
I
that.
don't know. Fuck Strings. They don't talk to us. Shout out to Strings, friend of the show.
Friend of the show, strings, book us.
Book us, please. God damn it. I judged that karaoke contest, and it was right when I got back from L.A. I come back, and that night, they're like, be a judge in the karaoke contest. And I was like, okay. And the guy next to me, who was also a judge. I was like, what do you do? And he's like, oh, I'm one of the like booking managers at Strings. And I was like, hey, fuck you, dude. I was like,
You booked me.
yeah, why didn't you like Dimitri Martin came in and you didn't reach out to any of us?
No.
You brought in David Rodriguez, friend of the show,
Friend
very
of the
funny.
show. Shout out.
Comedy Fort Collins, love that guy.
Check it
But
out.
I was still
Also,
like,
book us.
also, I should have done his spot. God damn it, I was pissed. I was like,
Bullshit.
you son of a bitch. Anyways, that was a weird little tangent.
We got a good 5 minutes.
Yeah,
We have a good 5
I'll
minutes.
give you the tape.
I got 2 5 minutes.
Yeah, I got 10 minutes.
10 total minutes.
I guess
I'll split them up.
that's all I got, but it's
Into
good.
2 5 minutes.
And every time
I
I
repeat a couple jokes in the second 5. It's fine.
yes, is my 10-minute set just my 5-minute set twice in a row? Yes.
Yeah.
But is it fire? Absolutely.
And I deliver it a little differently.
I do it with a silly accent the second time.
French accent, which I don't do well.
The French accent. Did you know there's a man with 2 dicks?
Oh, you should Google it.
Yeah, Google both of his penises.
And then you just smoke cigarettes.
And
for
I just, yeah.
4.5 minutes.
Which you can do because you're an artist and it's a
And you're
performance.
French.
And that's how Dave Chappelle gets away with smoking cigarettes at every show that he does.
We got to take advantage of that more often.
We really do. I was going to start smoking cigarettes and schmiggities and be like, call the cops.
And they'll be like, it's Tuesday night and it's karaoke.
Yeah, they're going to be like, get out.
Go ahead, call him. I'm an artist.
Go ahead and call the police. I do not care. That's what.
Fucking getting arrested.
Yeah, just with a cigarette in my mouth, just
You
cuffed.
fucking pigs.
Get away from me, you swine. Ah.
I am an artist.
I am an artiste. Oh, I wanted to bring up, this is so random, but I went down like a rabbit hole about the Big Mike conspiracy.
Inform the people on what that is and also me,
Okay.
because I don't know what that is.
So if you don't know, recently, there's a man who came forward who claimed that he smoked crack with and had homosexual intercourse, relations, if you will, gay copulation with Barack Obama.
Ooh, who is Barack Obama?
So
Kyle?
Barack Obama, if you don't know, he was the 44th president of the United States.
of America?
Which is weird because he wasn't born here, so he was not.
Now, if I am also to understand, he never showed any documents.
He never showed any documents.
I thought so.
Mm-hmm,
I
exactly.
thought that's who you were talking about.
Completely illegitimate presidency of Barack Obama.
I thought that's who you were talking about.
But so Barack Obama is
44th
claimed,
president.
but there also is, not only did this guy come forward and say that he's had gay sex with Barack Obama, but also,
Which is cool.
I mean, I don't judge.
I don't judge.
It's wild. I mean, he was the first black and first gay president.
That's rad.
That's pretty cool.
And if you're going to bang anyone as a gay dude, might as well be the president.
Might as well, dude. That's, I mean, like Monica Lewinsky, like, how you going to top that, dude?
Anyone could blow.
I mean, literally anyone could blow.
Bill, what's his name?
There's a great quote by Colin Powell, and it basically, I can't remember the full quote, but he said that he referred to Bill Clinton as like being down in the hood, quote, dicking bimbos. Which is like great.
Dicking bimbos,
He's just out dicking bimbos.
You're talking about your buddy in college.
Yeah. I was like, I didn't know Colin Powell was fucking cool, dude. That's a fucking great quote.
Dicking bimbos,
He's out
dude.
dicking bimbos.
Give me the name of my first special.
Matt Newland, dicking
Dicking
bimbos.
dude.
That's fantastic.
But he
so-
banged this dude allegedly
Multiple
before-
times.
A lot of times before.
This is when he was just a senator.
Oh,
He was a senator.
You can do anything when you're a senator.
You can do anything when you're a senator,
They don't give a
dude.
shit.
Have you ever seen House of Cards, dude? They dick bimbos all
Yeah.
the time.
There's
And
a senator in
possibly smoke
Idaho
crack.
that was banging dudes in bathroom stalls. Do you remember that?
Oh, what was his name?
Larry something?
No. I can't remember.
I don't remember his name, but he was banging dudes in bathroom stalls.
Well, there was also, who was the other senator who was like super against gay marriage, and then they found out that he was cheating on his wife with like gay hookers all the time?
I think that was a dude.
Was that the same guy?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And a lot of people came out and was like, yeah, he was like shoving his foot under the stall a whole bunch when I was taking a shit.
Just always ready for it.
Always just shoving his foot under there.
He's got like a little saw. He's cutting out a glory hole real quick. Like a cartoon. Like,
Yeah, I can't remember his name, but he's a cool guy. guy.
Yeah, it's fucking good for him. Again.
But Barack, was banging this dude allegedly before.
Allegedly, this guy, his name is Larry St. Clair. If you go on X, formerly known as Twitter, Tucker Carlson interviews him for like 45 minutes, and it's hilarious. It's fantastic. And who knows if it's true or not, but they also apparently some letters that Barack Obama wrote his ex-girlfriend, I think in college, somehow got out.
What a
and he
romantic
talks
guy.
about how he like thinks about banging dudes. That's like why he breaks up with his girlfriend, because he's like, I just like want to bang dudes. I fantasize about banging dudes all the time.
I mean, we've all been there.
I mean, we've all been there. You fantasize about it. You don't do it, but we all like watch gay porn and
all
stuff, right?
written letters to lovers saying how we wish we were banging other guys.
Yeah, I mean, I write a lot of letters to my ex-girlfriends all the time.
Yeah. Post them, stamp them,
Yeah.
send them on their way.
Half of them come back, but that's fine. That's
Most
a numbers
of them,
game.
yeah. And if they do get there, they're just crude drawings of you banging the dude.
It's just a stick figure.
Yeah.
And just like an arrow at me, and then an arrow at some guy,
Yeah.
and my dick
A
going in
stick
his
dick.
butt.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or mouth.
Or
depending
mouth.
on-
And sometimes I reverse it. Sometimes it goes in my butt.
And then in your mouth.
And also in my mouth. Sometimes at the same time.
No particular order.
I like to be the middle bar of the old wobbly H, as they say.
Multiple dudes.
Multiple dudes.
The wobbly H.
Dudes on dudes. Just boys being boys.
Eiffel
you know.
Tower for the landmen.
And that's Barack Obama. Just a boy being a boy.
That's what being president's really all about.
But here's the fun part. The Big Mike conspiracy
Yes.
is the claim that Michelle Obama, first lady, friend of the show, former first lady, is actually a dude named
Dear friend of the show.
dear friend of the show. Her and Amber Heard were working on scheduling. We're getting them both on. But the Big Mike conspiracy is that Michelle Obama is actually a dude, and his name is Mike. And it's so funny, dude. If you go on Twitter and just search Big Mike, like the hashtag for Big Mike, or Obama is gay, it's just absolute fun.
It's a good time for everybody.
It's my new favorite conspiracy theory. I love it so much. And there's
I
all
gotta
these
get into
dudes
it.
like zooming in. Like she was on he or she, I guess again I don't judge.
Again, it's conspiracy.
Michelle/Mike Obama
Yep.
was on the Ellen DeGeneres show, like dancing at some point, and there's so many dudes like zooming in on her crotch and be like, look, oh, that's a dick. You see the dick?
See it?
It's so funny, dude. It's so good. There's so many floppy dick like shots of Big Mike Obama.
That's all, dude. And if it was true, America wouldn't even really give a shit.
At this point,
No.
honestly, at this point, I'm surprised they didn't just come out and be like, I'm gay. I was the first gay president.
Yeah.
And everyone would be like, oh, sick.
Re-elect him right now.
Yeah.
Get him back in the office.
So, a lot of people know that I like dicks. And my wife, Mike. Well, this is the fun part, is that like multiple times, you can see it on recordings, he refers to Michelle as Mike.
No
He's
way.
like, I swear to God. He's like, yeah, me and Mike the other day, we were me and Michelle. And you're like, huh? Because you don't just accidentally call your girlfriend Mike or your wife Mike. Like that never happens.
Michelle, Mike could be short, M-I-C.
Oh, Mike. That'd be Mick.
Mick, Mike.
Oh, Mick Obama.
I hope.
Mick Michael.
I hope it's true
I hope so too.
for all of America.
It's so fun. It's maybe the most fun thing I've ever seen on the internet. Just please, everyone, do yourselves a favor and Google Big Mike. And I also love that it's big. It's not just Mike, it's Big Mike.
Big Mike. Yeah, well, she's got the shoulders.
Yeah, she's fucking got some arms,
Or
dude.
he does. I wish that he or she would just be themselves.
Yeah,
know.
dude, Wayne.
You like getting little kids in shape, and you like being a dude.
Yeah, right?
Big
No
deal.
You like killing your private chef, apparently. Too.
Oh, yeah, I read
That's
that
another
one.
fun one.
I did. I am familiar with that one.
Dude, I don't know all the details, but his private chef, like Martha's Vineyard where they live, was just died
Yeah.
in like 3 foot of water and then or some shit like that.
He got held down under the water.
Which is great because there's a great quote from Barack Obama, and the quote is, "I'm really good at killing people."
Wow.
He said that one time in like a speech.
Yeah,
Like, I think he was trying to talk shit. He was trying to be like tough and be like, "Fuck you, Taliban," or whoever it was, whatever the flavor of the month was for why we need to go to war.
Cycle was.
Right. It also is funny how radical Islamic terrorists have just gone away.
That is pretty cool.
Even though there's more of them now than there was before.
Yeah, but it doesn't get the clicks.
But it doesn't get the clicks, and that's not the war propaganda we're trying to push at the moment.
At the moment.
But he was talking shit in some speech, and he's like, I got a message for you.
Yeah.
I'm really good at killing people. And it was kind of like, damn. Like, at the time, it was like,
and
damn.
a bunch of drones flew up
Yeah,
over his head.
they just go over his head. And
They
they just lift him into the air.
Cigars, yeah. He flew away.
Yes. It was like, watch me rain down fire.
I did see that he allegedly killed his chef.
He might have killed his chef.
I saw a picture of, like, his chef died, and then there was a picture of Barack with, like, tape, like, around his hands, like he had just been in a scuffle.
Oh, yeah, he had a black eye. There's a picture of him golfing, he had a black eye.
He's like, look at him. He's golfing, but he looks like somebody who just killed his chef.
And the conspiracy is that he found Michelle's penis. And that means you got to go.
Well, yeah, that's when it does get sticky.
That's when it gets sticky.
That's when you got to bring out the big guns.
Yeah, just like Big Mike.
I wish my lover was a man. What?
Huh? Did you?
I wish I was the president.
Oh, that's what you meant. Okay, that makes
what
sense.
we all
Right. Because then you could just
all
bang
encompassing
whoever you wanted, you know?
Yeah. One day.
I'll put it in my bid. I think 2028. I think I got a good shot.
Yeah, put in your bid and be like, the terrorists are back. And
yeah.
that'll get in the news cycle again, and people get scared,
and
you got their votes.
And I'll put you in a dress so you could be my first lady.
Yeah, Big Matt.
Big Matt, the Big Matt. Like, what are you talking? Michelle Newland is not a man. What are we talking about?
I'm just running.
it's just people zooming in on your dick while you're running.
You can see his dick right there.
Oh, I love it, dude. Just Google it. Please,
I wish we
everyone
got
listening.
famous enough that people wanted to zoom in on our dicks.
No one wants to even look at my dick at all.
Yeah, let alone zoom in.
Which you kind of have to do.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Because fully understand.
If you want to get the full shot of the pathetic extremity that I refer to as my penis.
Hey, all of them they have their own little special something.
They all have,
though.
yeah, you know.
I've heard a lot from a lot of people, men and women.
Yeah,
it's not the size. It's how
girth.
It's how much you come.
it's the volume.
The volume. If you can do a Capri Sun.
Capri Sun.
Or a fun-sized Sunny D bottle, then you're good.
Can you imagine just fucking blowing that much?
No.
It would take so long.
You'd be exhausted.
You'd be like, it'd be like still going. You'd be like, it's still going.
Eventually, yeah. After like a minute, you'd be like, this is redundant.
You're like, I'm sorry. I'm still going, but I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Yeah. You want to turn on the TV or something? It's going to be another 45 seconds. Speaking of cum.
Go on.
How much do you
Like, are we talking just average or like what's my max?
No, like on a weekly basis. How often you come?
Oh, how many times?
Yeah. You're once a day guy?
Yeah, I mean, like, you talking about like by myself or with another person?
Dealer's choice.
Okay, well, with another person, it's 0.
It's however many times I possibly can.
Yeah, by myself, about 6 to 7.
In a week?
Yeah.
Apple a day keeps the doctor
Exactly,
away.
dude.
Yeah.
I'm trying to stay healthy.
It's a prescription.
You can't just have these fucking balls weighing you down.
Oh, my God. Going out in public.
Yeah, right?
Horned
People
up.
are like looking at you like, what is going on with those melons in your pants? And I'm like, I didn't beat off. It's been 12 hours since I put one out.
Old
you know?
melon pants over
Old
here.
melon pants McGee, they call him.
I wonder, dude, because of the internet, how many people are just out in public horny as shit compared to like 1984.
I mean, that's a good question because I don't know if it's more or less. Because there's a lot of fucking every time I turn on Instagram, there's just like titties. I'm just like, here we go.
You weren't even trying to get horny, and you're out at dinner, and you're like, oh, I got a message.
Yeah, and you're like, fuck.
Click Instagram, there's just boobs. You're like, now I'm horny.
Big fat titties. You're like, all right, well now I gotta go to the bathroom.
Yeah,
And
can I get another order? The shrimp, please, and also.
Can you tell them to cancel that appetizer? I need a few more minutes.
Yeah.
Cancel the spinach dip, please. I'm going to be in the bathroom for about 7 to 18 minutes. So I might be, but also back in the day, you didn't have that. And so you're just out in public, just like,
Just
you know
always.
what I mean? Just
yeah.
always. Because you couldn't just do it in private. You know?
You could beat off. I think people were beating off back then.
Were they?
You think people were beating off back then?
In the 70s? No.
I bet so.
How could you? Were you gonna look at? You don't even have a phone. Were you gonna look at like a drawing you had in your pocket?
The first guy that figured out how to jerk off. That would be a pretty cool guy to be.
Whoa!
Yeah. Everyone's like, dude, we gotta have sex. You gotta find someone to have sex because it's awesome.
And he just comes back, like he like leaves the bar, and he comes back the next day to his friends. He's like, "You guys, you know how we've been chasing these chicks for so long? What if I told you?"
ESPN documentary.
Yes.
What if I told you?
What if I told you that you could just do it yourself?
You can get there.
And they're like, "Huh?" Like you can have a sex with a woman by yourself? And you're like, no. You don't even need a woman at all. And they're like, Hank, what are you telling me?
Well,
right
then
now? Where's the vagina? And you're like, here's like, you see how you got your hand? He's like, just
open up your hand.
Touch your pointer finger to your thumb.
Uh-huh.
And the guy was like, yeah, like an okay sign. He's like, now take that, put it down there. And he's like, what? This is like a vagina. And he's like, that's what I'm telling you.
Now move it rapidly while you think about your grandma. And you will get there.
The grandma part is very important.
That's the most important part. Sunday afternoon.
God, I hope my grandma doesn't listen to this.
No way. They don't know how to work the internet.
No, she has no idea.
Mm-mm.
No idea. I've tried to get her to watch some of my videos sometimes, and it's like, you know what? Just never mind.
Yeah, it's okay, Granny.
You don't need to know me.
Granny
like
rough.
You don't need to know what I do and talk about because I'm a terrible person.
No, you're a good guy.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, you're a good guy.
Ow.
You helped me out.
No, don't.
You helped me do something amazing.
I did. I held a sign.
Yeah.
And it said, "You're a fucking athlete," which is a
an
big
athlete.
hit with everyone else. Even
though it's kind of my thing.
it is kind of your saying.
I say it all the time.
You do say it, like
I'm a
almost to
fucking
the
athlete.
point where it's obnoxious and I can't stand it.
Well, if you ever ask me a question or ask me why I don't want to do something or ask me if I want to do something,
You're a fucking athlete.
Athlete, dude.
Athlete.
That's it. Plain and simple.
Which I like how vague it is, because like you can do almost anything and consider that athletics.
Yeah.
You do it with your body. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
It takes coordination to like ride a bike. Makes you an athlete, though. You know what I mean?
Athlete.
A fucking athlete.
I'm exhausted, actually.
I know you are. You are hurting.
I'm done.
I can see it in your eyes. I can see it in your smile.
Can we wrap this up?
Are we done?
Yeah.
Are you done? You
I'm
are
done.
so out of juice. This is a short epi, but Matthew is he's going through it, so we're gonna give this poor man a break.
We were just checking in on you guys.
I just want to make sure you guys are all good.
My
Still
feet
having
are
fun.
swollen.
Make sure you're still, borking, still dropping creamy loads.
Do it.
As you should. As is your right. Just like Mike and Barack Obama.
Stay fit. Stay healthy.
Mm-hmm. Kill your chef.
Kill your chef. Thanks for checking in.
All right. Thanks for listening, guys. Thanks for coming out all summer. Again, check us out. Breckenridge, Denver. If you're around this weekend, we got some exciting shit coming up. I'll let you know all about it. Ooh, also the Spelling Bee is coming back. When is that? That's October 11th. We're going to have the Spelling Bee at Fox's. Matt's just literally like just wrapping it up.
It fell.
It's all right. SteamboatComedy.com. Have a good night. Goodbye. Rain or shine, it's time to die.
Rain or shine, it's here to make you laugh. It's the Steamboat Comedy Podcast. It's the Steamboat Comedy Podcast.